Hello, everyone. Okay, welcome back. Today, what we're going to be talking about is, have we been trained to look at things the wrong way? Have we been trained? Has this been ingrained into us through television and other media forms and just parenting even, and just even the way their parents taught them and things of that nature? So this came about, I think I have the link below. Patrick Beverly recently got traded from the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Patrick Beverly, so I'll just tell you the truth. Patrick Beverly is not that great of a basketball player when compared to like a Kobe or something like that. He used to have real good offensive skill sets when he was in college, but since he came to the NBA, he's not even a defensive player. He's just more of a person who just barks at you and causes chaos and does like really annoying stuff in the game. It's really more mental than anything else, but it is a skill that the NBA will pay for. And he signed a deal a few years back, and he was making $13 million a year. And I'm not gonna say whether he's worth $13 million or not, because obviously the Minnesota Timberwolves, he was worth $13 million, but it's a lot of money to play someone who doesn't have to put on that type of offensive production. And so he got traded, and so I remember when he signed his deal, he was sipping wine. He's like, "Man, life is great, life is good." Because people felt like, maybe he could have even gotten even more, but he was like, "No, I'm grateful for what I have." Right. So he got traded recently. He got traded to Utah, and they said, "Hey, the Timberwolves did you wrong. They did you bad." He's like, "Listen, I was there for 5 months. When I got there for 5 months. I got a contract extension, 5 months worth of work, a guaranteed contract extension worth $13 million. Utah Jazz can cut him today. They'll owe him a check for $13 million for a guy who's you probably never even heard of him before, and he's not that offensively skilled. You wouldn't give him the ball at the end of the game. He's not going to score 20 points in a row. He's not going to average 30 for a season or anything like that. He's making $13 million. Now we got to think about that. Most of us here on YouTube, not even just this channel, will never see close to 13 million in our lives. We won't even see $1 million in our lives. This man is going to make 13 million in one season, even with after taxes and paying your agent. Let's say he comes away with 5 or 6. It's 10 times more than most people on YouTube are making. And so he got on Instagram. He let everybody know. He said, "No, Minnesota did not do me wrong. They did me very, very good. They did me very good. They gave me a guaranteed contract worth $13 million." And I started to think about that when I was little. How things are cultural. When I was little, I went to a school that was in a different culture in a different area, and I remember when I was coming up in Detroit, I used to love the rain. I used to actually open up the window and smell the fresh rain. I can even smell it right now. It's just a beautiful smell. So I would go to school, and they were like, "Oh man, it's rainy. It's going to be a crappy day today." And I was just like, "Wow, why is it going to be a bad day? Because it's raining." Like, rain is a part of the ecosystem. The weather is the ecosystem. It rains, it snows, it gets really hot. It's all those things. It gets cold, and that's the way they base their day on. If it was sunny outside, they're like, "Go out and enjoy today's beautiful day." Nah, and that's coming from a Christian school. That's coming from a school that believes in God. That's the absolute incorrect way to look at things. Every day is a beautiful day. I don't care if it's 120 degrees outside. I don't care if it's minus 30 degrees outside. Yes, to a degree in terms of what you can enjoy and do, right? Yes, that's one thing. But even on a rainy day, like just going out, having your door open, like there's a lot you can do in the rain with the rain. That's not like torrential rain, but there's a lot you can do with that, right? So yes, but even in Minnesota, it's funny that we're mentioning that. Minnesota, they get minus 20, right? But the sun is out, clear skies, right? You can just go out and just like, wow. So it really let me know that for the people to come out and say that he was done wrong, to the point where, he wanted to quench that fire. He's like, no, 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 let me come out, do a video on Minnesota's behalf. It really let me know that it's like, yeah, as a society, we're trained to look at things wrong. We're trained to look at the glass always half empty. The guy has a guaranteed contract worth $13 million. How did he get done wrong? That's not even the team that drafted him. So, he was very fortunate to get the contract that he did, and he realizes that. And that's why Patrick Beverly will have more contentment and happiness than most of the NBA stars. What Russell Westbrook said was true. Chasing championships gets you nothing. chasing championships gets you nothing. I remember we had a championship in Detroit, 2004. It's like, yeah, people cheered and we had a good time then. People don't even remember that anymore. Ben Wallace could walk down the street, you probably wouldn't even recognize him. Chauncey Billups would walk down the street, you probably wouldn't even recognize him. People don't even realize that anymore. They don't even recognize or remember that anymore. So chasing championships, no. Chasing happiness is where it's at. And this is what we talked about in the beginning. Go back to my earlier videos about chasing happiness. And this is what Patrick Beverly has done. He's like, man, I'm going to find the joy in it. Yeah, I may not be with the teammates I was with last year, but I'm going to find new teammates. I'm going to find the joy in that. And hopefully, I hope he gets another extension. I really do. I as a player, I just absolutely can't stand his attitude and his personality at all. But I've listened to him talk, and he drops a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of things that he says, like those are wisdom things. His playing style, because here's the thing, I know he can do a lot more, and he's very athletic, and you guys wouldn't even know it. Like, he's never shown it, but he is. He has it within him. However, his playing style is, however, his knowledge, the nuggets that he drops, like I'll listen to him, like ESPN, he's dropped so many nuggets, ESPN actually just took him off because he was actually making the host look very ridiculous. He's very grounded. He's very, very grounded, extremely grounded. And grounded has nothing to do with where you come from, how you grew up, or anything like that. It has to do with how you're able to process where you're coming from, or where you're at, or what you're doing. And he's able to process that really well. And so it just got me to thinking, and you know, we've been trained to look that way. So with us, with epigenetics, what we teach is everything's an opportunity. If it's something positive, it's an opportunity. If it's something negative, see what you can get out of that opportunity. How can we turn this opportunity around to our advantage? What do they say? In chaos and confusion, there's opportunity. Now, that saying is true. I don't go around repeating these axioms. And a lot of these axioms that people say just aren't true, and they just don't make any sense. But however, that one is true. That one that's tried and true. Chaos and confusion, there's opportunity. So we'll play both sides. We'll play both sides. This is what a very wise businessman does not get caught up into Democrats or Republicans. See, it's only the poor people who get caught up in that. They're going to support both candidates, and whoever candidate wins, boom, I made it anyway. I actually learned that from someone. She told me it was actually a local, pretty big deal election here in Michigan, but it's a local election. I said, hey, you're looking for this guy to win, it's going to help your business. He's like, we're going to get helped anyway because we're helping both sides. And that's the smart way to play it. Play both sides. Play it when it's good, play it when it's not good. And that's where you'll find the happiness. That's where you'll find contentment. That's the key. That's what we're lacking. That's what we're missing. This world will teach you it has to be set up a perfect way, and that way doesn't exist. Everything that you think is the perfect marriage, next week they're getting divorced. Everything you think is a perfect family, next week you find out there's a double murder. Next, every time it is something like that. You think these people look like this, find out all their Instagram stuff is all Photoshop. Now we're finding out not only they're photoshopping their bodies, they're photoshopping themselves into the vacation spots. They're not even going on those vacations. Be happy with where you are. The person who actually said that is someone that I learned that from Lil Wayne, and he's not someone that you would think you would learn those type of things from. But he said, listen, when we were 16, we were trying to be older. When we were 40, we were trying to be 16. Let's just be the age that we are. Ding, ding, ding. That's some wisdom right there. So let's just be the age that we are. Where we are, let's deal with that. That's where the happiness is. So I just want to share that with you. You guys have a wonderful day. No matter if it's raining or not raining, have a wonderful day. Take care.